Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing like a kind of get ready with me type of video, except it's going to be quarantine edition, meaning I'm getting ready for nothing because I'm not going anywhere. But I was just in kind of one of those moods where you know how you just want to do your makeup sometimes? That's how I feel right now. So I'm going to start off with a bare face. I don't know if I'm going to tell you everything I'm using as I go, but I will list everything in the description box so you know what I'm using. Alright, so I'm just starting off with a bare face. Like I mentioned, I do have my skincare and stuff on. I'm just going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Warm Nude and Golden Beige. I use a pump of each of these because they don't have an exact match for my skin tone. And I'm just going to take a damp, what was a yellow beauty blender, but as of yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, is stained again. So I'm wondering what you guys have been doing to stay busy during this time. This is just like such a tough situation right now. And it's so surreal. Like, does anyone else feel like they're living in like some type of weird movie right now? Because that's how this feels. It's just crazy. And so I'm just trying to deal with it day by day, but if you guys like have any type of anxiety or suffer from any type of anxiety, you may be feeling like, okay, you know, when is this going to end? How long is this going to last? What's going to happen next? Just the general uncertainty of what we're going through is really enough to just have anyone, you know, super freaked out and really anxious. So I'm going to take the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Seashell and Golden Beige. I'm just using the Wonder Beauty Trip for Two bronzer. I'm using it as a contour. And it's just really frustrating. I saw someone on my personal Facebook the other day that was like sitting at a bar because I think they were still open. I don't know if they're still open right now or not. A lot of businesses near my house have shut down. But they were sitting in a bar making jokes about, you know, social distancing and all that. And I'm like, So people normally want to stay home and like binge watch stuff and just be sitting around all day and not have to go to work and not have to do this, not have to do that. And now that people are supposed to be doing that, they're like, oh, you know what? All of a sudden I want to go start the gym, or I want to go do this, or I want to go do that all of a sudden. I really all of a sudden am active. Like, really? Now you're active? Okay, sit down. I, on the other hand, when I have time, which is not a lot, I have been watching a series that is not new, but it's new to me. And I'm going to take this Ofra Americano bronzer. But I have started, well, actually, I just finished it. I actually started watching it before this whole situation came to a head where we're at. But, I started watching New Girl on Netflix, and just I had been told a few times that I'd probably like it just because of the type of shows I like to watch, and I actually really did like it. But, and this is about to be a spoiler alert for anyone that doesn't want it spoiled for them. I'm not going to say anything in too much detail, but I'm going to say what I'm mad about. So, I am pissed off at the way they ended the 6th season and started the 7th season, and the way, I don't hate the way they ended the 7th season, but it felt, the 7th season was so rushed. They tried to fit an entire, like, 7 years worth of material, it seems like, into the last few episodes of season 7, because they only had, like, 8 episodes, I think. And so, it was just really irritating because, okay, 2 people in the show that get back together, that you're like waiting the whole show on them to get back together. They were like, okay, look, they're back together, and then rushed it, and then it shows them kiss, and then the next episode, which is the start of season 7, it says 3 years later, and I was like, what? So we didn't even get to see one of the main people. She got pregnant and announced she was pregnant, and so we didn't even get to see like any of her pregnancy. And then when another character gets married in that time and his wife gets pregnant, and then these two have been together, there's just so much that they missed, and they kept skipping stuff. And I feel like it's because the main character kept getting pregnant in real life. She got pregnant in like season 5 and season 6, and I say kept getting pregnant, was twice, but she got pregnant in season 5 and season 6, and so they're like trying to work around that because they don't want her to be pregnant on the show, so they're like making all this bogus stuff happen. Like the first time she was gone for jury duty for like I don't know how many episodes because she was sequestered off and all this other stuff, but really she was just at home on maternity leave, I guess, and it was just like, what? So then after that, they like do that whole rushing thing with rushing the season to be over because she's very clearly huge and pregnant. Like they are hardly hiding it in the show, which is crazy. I'm going to use the Ace Beaute Scarlet Dusk palette. And I want to kind of make a wearable look with this, if you will. I'm going to try to do like a mauve-y kind of look. So I'm going to take the shade Lotus, and I'm going to be using this shade, which is Maui. I'm just going to take Lotus on a big fluffy brush. So yeah, I really enjoyed the show. I liked it. It was hilarious. It made me laugh a lot. And it was, you know, like my type of humor. And it just, I don't know. It irritated me the way they did the last season and a half. Because they should have really taken more time on like the love between the two characters that you were just like waiting to get back together. But if you guys have any suggestions for something to start watching, I'm more into comedy than I am into like serious shows. Like my favorite show, probably one of my favorite shows of all time, obviously is Friends. That's like such a cliche girl thing to say, but it really is. And The Office is like, I've seen The Office so many times, so don't recommend The Office because I've already seen it about 8 or 9 times. Yeah, ridiculous, I know, but it's so funny. I love it. So yeah, I've already seen that. And Scrubs was one of my favorite shows for a long time. That's more like comedy, but it's also serious, you know. Has lots of serious moments in it. And it was a really good show. But I don't want to rewatch a show right now. I want to try to watch something new. So I'm going in with this deep shade called Nocturnal. I'm going to go in with that in my outer corner. I said this was going to be wearable. I mean, this is wearable to me. It might not be wearable to you. Other than that, we've just been trying to do like some home improvement type stuff around the house and, you know, doing stuff around here. Trying to take care of stuff that, you know, you have stuff that you say forever. You're like, if I had time to do that, I could have time to do it and get to it and I would do it. Well, guess what? Now you have time to do it. So whatever it is you've been putting off, maybe it's pressure washing your house, maybe it's cleaning up a area of your yard or trimming your trees, or, you know, maybe it's something in your house. Maybe you've needed to repaint a wall or a room in the house or whatever it may be. Use the time you have now to do it because that's all we have is time. So I've been just trying to get to things that I've been wanting to do and have done for a while. And that seems like a never-ending list. Oh my God. Any of you that are homeowners know exactly what I'm talking about. It is literal non-stop stuff all the time. So I'm going to go in on that shade Maui on my finger. And I would really like to try more stuff from this brand because I really like the 2 palettes I have from this brand. I don't think I have anything else from them except 2 eyeshadow palettes. I really like them. And I was trying to make like a light, like a mauve wearable kind of look. I feel like it's wearable. I mean, it blended out pretty wearable. Ah, shit. Now, if that isn't just something I would do. Look at that. Ugh. Nothing makes you more mad. I mean, other than that, I mean, this is just, I don't know, it's a crazy situation. And I feel for so many people that are about to have to give birth in these situations. I've already had several people on my Facebook that have had their babies in this time frame. If the baby has siblings, the siblings can't go see, the grandparents can't go see. That's terrible. My mother was in the room with me, and if I couldn't have had her there, I would have been, I don't know, just a complete mess because I had to have my mom with me. She's my rock through everything, and I'm so thankful that I got to have her with me through that. I think I just want to do like a light little tint on the lips. Just a tint. Just the tip. And a little bit of glossy gloss, because you know. I don't know if you know. This is just the iconic London lip plumping gloss that I can't say in Peekaboo. So I don't really feel like going full on brow today, so I'm going to just use a brow pencil. This is my Ben Nye professional eyebrow eyeliner pencil in the shade Blonde. Just gonna fluff it through and feather it out a little bit. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I'm trying to thicken my brows up a little bit while we have time because we're at home. So yeah, if you got some brows that need thickening or need some TLC and you're gonna have some stragglers hanging out for a while, do it right now because you got the time for right now. I mean, even if not, who cares? If somebody says something to you, just don't do that. So yeah, my brows are like really messy right now. So whenever I zoom you guys in, you're gonna see a whole bunch of mess, so just act like you don't see it. Or do act like you see it, I don't care. If you guys have any type of questions, I may do a Q&A video. I did one a long time ago when I first started doing tutorials, and I mean, that was a long time ago. So if you want, I can go ahead and do another one. So, I mean, shoot, why not? If you guys want to do a Q&A video, if you have any questions, just leave them below. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to just be about makeup. It can be about anything. It could be, what's my favorite food? What's a show recommendation? What's a show I hate? What's something I love? What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay, so now I'm all made up in a t-shirt and nowhere to go. So honestly, instead of looking at this in a negative situation, because if you think negatively, you're going to continue to think negatively and you may start living negatively. So instead of living in a negative mind space, let's try to think more positive. Like I said, let's try to think of all the good things about right now. Maybe it's given us the time to rest that we needed. Maybe it's given us the time to do things around the house that we needed. Maybe it's giving us more time with our families, our spouses, our children, with ourselves, to reconnect with ourselves, that we've been needing for a long time. Let's just try to look at the good stuff about it. And even though this is hard, we're all in this together. Honestly, it should show how interconnected we are as a people. There's so much diversity going on right now with skin color, with gender, with everything. It's like, let's try to come together and let's try to push through and make the world, you know, a safer place, doing the right things for one. Let's just all look out for each other and ourselves and try to make this, you know, this time that's difficult as easy as possible. So that's it for my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, if you have any questions you'd want to have listed in my Q&A, then go ahead and write them below, and make sure you subscribe if you have not. I post every Tuesday and Thursday, and I almost forgot what I was supposed to say. But yeah, subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Thursday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!